Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. In this one, we're going to learn how to build a dropshipping website from start to finish, and it's going to be beginner friendly. So if you've never done something like this before, or you've done something like this but you don't know the entire process, then stick around. Before I do a demo on what we're going to be able to build, let me show you some of the things we're going to cover. So we're going to start by setting up our hosting. And for this particular project, we're going to be using Cloudways. There's so many advantages to using Cloudways, and I'm going to show you them in the course of the tutorial. Then we're going to set up a domain, and this is actually optional for you to start the project. So normally you're going to spend money getting a hosting and a domain, but because we're using Cloudways, you don't actually need to spend money right away. So what this means is that even if you don't have any money, you can absolutely follow this tutorial. Then we're going to work on how to get a reliable product supplier, which is like the backbone of your dropshipping business. Then next, I'm going to show you how to integrate payments, and we're going to be integrating Stripe into this project. But it's the same process if you want to integrate any other payment provider. Next is order fulfillment, which is like the most important thing. So after a customer has bought something from your website, how do you transfer that order to your supplier's website to have that order sent to your customer? In another video, we're going to learn how we can generate traffic on our website with AI. So if you think that sounds interesting, then why don't you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and possibly turn on the notification so that when I post another video, you will be duly notified. Alright, so now let's go back and let's do a demo of what we're going to build. So it's a very simple landing page, where just a very simple, nice landing page. This e-commerce website is focused on cosmetics and fashion related products. So let me just show you. Very easy, nice looking website. Now this website has a shop page. So if I click on the shop here, it takes us to the page, and this is what the shop page looks like. Meanwhile, the user can also search for products. So let me scroll down and show you how the products are displayed. Now let's actually go through the motion of trying to purchase a product. So I think I'm going to purchase this product. So let me just click on this one. It's $8. So I'll click on this product. It opens up, and this is it right here. So I would first of all need to select an option. So there are various options here for the product. Let's just select anyone, really. I don't know any of this stuff. And then I'm just going to add the product to the cart. So I'll add the product to the cart, and then I'll head over to this cart icon where I can choose to check out. So let's go ahead and check out. So I'll just go ahead and fill in my address and my order details so that we can check out. So I filled in the address, and we can now come here and make payments. So currently this is selected to cash on delivery, but you can actually select your credit card, which I've also integrated. Now I'm going to use my test card like so, and then I'm also going to enter that here. And then I'll just click on place order. So I'll click on place order, give it a couple of seconds, and that order should be placed. So now the order has been created. The next thing is to actually fulfill this order as the vendor or as the owner of the platform. Now, if you want to know how that works also, then you should stick around and watch the video, and I'm going to eventually show you how you're going to fulfill the order and have that product shipped to your customers. So that's about it for the demo. There are other parts of the project: the shop, the card, the account, and other pages that we're going to build. All right, so now also I want to let you know that I create programming courses, not just WordPress content. So if you like to learn how to be a programmer, JavaScript and all the rest programming languages, make sure to check out my website, course.zenotrustacademy.com, where I teach you everything that you need to be a full stack developer. All right, let's get started. So for our hosting, we're going to be using Cloudways, because Cloudways is one of the best hosting providers out there that gives you the best value for your money. So I'm going to leave a link in the description on which you're going to get to this page where you can sign up for Cloudways hosting. If you sign up with the link, you're going to get 30% off your hosting bill for the first 4 months. Also, it's important for me to state that at the point where you're signing up, you're not actually going to get billed. You're going to get billed after the month has ended, after you've actually used up resources. So let me just quickly walk through the sign up process. So here I'm just going to add my first name. I'll say Zeno, and then my last name, and then I'll add an email. So I'm just going to add Donald Z. So make sure you add a valid email address, and then I'm just going to select a password. So I'll copy the password I have written somewhere and paste it in. Make sure you have a secure password, and then it's just going to ask you a bit about how what you want to use the hosting for. So I'll just say I'm a digital agency, and then my monthly spend, I'll just say $0 to $50. Now for this promo code, make sure you use Zeno Trust. So I'm just going to say Zeno Trust. And if you use the Zeno Trust as your promo code, so that's ZINOTRUST, you're going to get 30% off your hosting for the first 4 months. And then just agree and then click on start for free. So I'm going to do that now, and it's going to just register me. After you do that, you may need to check your email to verify your email address, and in the next one we're going to log in. So I've created the account and I'm here to log in with that account. So this email, and this is the password, and then I'm just going to click on log in. So I'm logged in right here, and when you log in, the very first thing you want to do is you want to come here, click on this your name or this icon here, and then go to my account. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to set up your payments and addresses. All right, because if you do not set up your payment and addresses, your account is not going to be verified. So first off, you're just going to make sure you enter your address. So I'm just going to quickly enter mine. So I quickly enter the first address, which is supposed to be the card address. Then I'm going to scroll down, and it's going to tell me to enter my billing address. So what I'll just do is I'll just say keep billing address same as my credit card address. So I'll click that, and next you're going to need to verify your phone number. So make sure you just enter your phone number and verify it. I'm going to verify mine before I proceed. Now you can see at the bottom of the page here, it says click here to verify. So I'll just click here and give it a couple of seconds. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to send you a verification code to your phone number, and you're just going to have to add that here. So I'm adding my code here. So that's 216, and I think it's 3. Let me just be sure. 381. So I'll just add the code and I'll say verify. And it says my phone number is verified. Of course, it changed the items on the form and all of that, but I'm just going to go ahead and add the items back. So once you've done that, I'm just going to add a company name. For my company name, I'm just going to say Zeno Trust, and then last but not the least, I'll say proceed to payment gateway. Now basically it's just going to have you add your credit card, so that after your billing cycle, after the end of the month, you can be billed, and then your hosting will not be interrupted. So I'm just going to say proceed to payment gateway. Now as you can see here, it has brought me to this place where I just get to add my credit card details and then click on authorize. Now I'm going to pause the video and add my credit card details and then just click on authorize, so that I can add my payment for this particular hosting. Now as you can see, I've added my credit card details. All I just need to do now is to click on authorize, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Voila! So it gives me the message here that it says that thank you for upgrading your account. So what this means is that I can go ahead and use the Cloudways platform anyhow I want to put my website online. So I'm just going to close that, and I'm just going to go back to the home page. So when you land on your hosting homepage, right, what you need to do is first off, you need to create a server. So if I click on create server, it's going to tell me to select the application, and then I'll just select WordPress. Now let's give this application a name. So this one, we're going to call it dropshipping. I hope I spelled that correctly, but it doesn't really matter. Let's give our server a name. I'm calling this WordPress server, and this one is automatically selected to WordPress. Now I'm going to select DigitalOcean, and then this is where you can select the size of your server, so the RAM and the size of your drive. So here, this is currently set to 2 gigabytes of RAM, but because I'm just going to host just one website and this is for tutorial purposes, I can actually go with 1 gigabyte of RAM. And as time goes on, if I need to add more sites to this particular server, I can increase it. You can always upscale on Cloudways, but they will also warn you that 2 gigabytes of RAM is recommended for production websites, but for now, let me just go with 1 gigabyte. But if you're going to have multiple websites on a single server, then I do recommend 2 gigabytes. Personally, I use 2 gigabytes of RAM. So I'm going to come with 1 gigabyte for now, and then I'll just leave this default location. Basically, you want to select the location that is closest to you. So I'm just going to leave this as New York, but I think Frankfurt is better for my own location. So let me just select Frankfurt. So either a location that is closest to you or your customers. So as we've done that, all you just need to do is launch now. Now the thing with Cloudways is that you're not going to pay this money right away. You're going to pay this money at the end of your billing period, so at the end of the month. So here I'm just going to click launch now, and it's going to create my server. Now this is going to take a couple of seconds or maybe a couple of minutes, so I'm just going to pause the video, and when it's done, I'll come back. So my server is done creating. Now if you go to your applications, you will see that a WordPress application, a WordPress install has already been created, and it's named dropshipping because that's what we specified when we were creating the server. So if I open this guy up, you're going to see details of that application, and what this means is that you already have a website. I'm just going to click on this icon here, and it will open that website in another tab. So this is a full-fledged WordPress website, and that was why it took a little bit of time to create the server, because it was also installing WordPress in the background. All right, now of course this doesn't look anything like what we currently have in our page, so we're going to do a lot of transformations. So first off, let me come back here to the server and let me show you a little bit some things you can do with Cloudways. So first off, I'm going to add an SSL certificate to the platform. So if I click on SSL certificate, and it's completely free, they have let's encrypt certificate that you can add. So I'm just going to add any email here, and it's going to ask me for a domain now. So what that means is I need to add a domain name before I add the SSL certificate. So let me just come down here to domain management up here, and I'll click on domain management. This is your current domain, and it's just a subdomain on cloudwaysapp.com. So what you want to do is you want to head over to your domain name provider. In my case, I have Namecheap. So let's see if we can get this zenodropship.com. I think it should be available. So let me hit enter, and let's see if it's available. It should be available because my name is a trademark for Zeno. Okay, so it's available at $11 per year. So if you add that to your cart, right, and you go to your cart, which is here, view cart, and then okay, so let me show you how you can get a discount if you add this coupon. It's called coupon, right? Okay, there needs to be a P, COUPON and FCNC. Let's see if we're gonna get any discounts with this. This coupon has expired. Oh, okay, so apparently I thought, oh, okay, I didn't type it well. There should be F here, FCNC. So click on apply. Voila. So you see we have, I'm not sure if we got any discounts. But I just wanted to show you how to add a coupon, but apparently we don't have any discount on that coupon anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this item from the cart, and then I'll just go back to my Namecheap account. I already have like a domain that I'm not currently using, so I just bought that domain specifically for tutorials, so I'll just use that domain. So if I go to my domain list, and there should be a list of domains here, so I want to use the one that has SaaS, so SaaS landing page. So all I just need to do is click on manage, and it's going to bring me to this page here. I'll leave the name server as Namecheap basic DNS, and then I'll come to advanced DNS. So once you click on advanced DNS, it will bring you to this page where you can now scroll down and you can now add your A record. So now this A record, you want to say okay, let me show you how you add it from the beginning. Just click on add a new record and then select A record. All right, so what I'll do is I'll delete this one, right, and then I'll say add a new record, A record. The host is going to be the letter @ oh, okay, I've not deleted this one. I wanted to delete this one first, so let's delete this one. Yes, perfect. So add a new record and A record, and the host will be the symbol @. Now what's going to be the IP address? We're going to get this IP address from our hosting provider. So go back to Cloudways and just go to access details. By the time you land on this page, if you scroll down, you should see your public IP. Just copy this public IP and then come to your Namecheap account and paste it in here like so. So when you've done that, all you just need to do is click on save changes. Once you click on save changes, it's going to take a couple of minutes to propagate. Cloudways propagation is very fast, so it will take a couple of minutes to propagate. Then we're going to now add our SSL. So but let me just copy this guy and post it in here like so. All right, so let's just give it a couple of minutes to propagate and we'll be back. So it only took about 2 minutes to propagate. So what you need to do next is you need to come to your Cloudways dashboard and go to your domain management. So once you get there, you want to create a new domain. So click on add domain, and then you want to add that domain we just created, this one. Okay, then you want to add save changes, and that's going to add the domain to your account. So and that only takes a couple of seconds. Then you want to make this domain your primary domain. So say make primary and set as primary. So you see, I've added the SaaS landing page to my domain, primary domain. So now that I've done that, you can now come to SSL certificate, which is right here, and you can install an SSL certificate on that domain. So first off, just add any email address, and okay, so add an email address, then you now add the domain. So here I'll just post the domain and saaslandingpage.xyz, and then I'll say install certificate. So that's it. So I'll just give it a couple of seconds also. So my SSL has installed, so all I just need to do is come here to a new tab and open that page again, and as you can see, my website is opening and I have SSL installed. My site is secure and all of that. So that's it for setting up our site, but there are some other customizations I would like us to do that Cloudways offer that you may not get with any other hosting. So if you come to your application settings and you click on that, it brings you to this page where you can do a lot of things, but what I want to focus on right now is the WordPress settings. So if you go to WordPress settings, first off, you see that we have something called object cache, and this is a caching that is on the server level. It makes your site extremely fast. But then there's this XML RPC access, which is like a security thing, and it prevents brute force. And you see here that Cloudways has given you this stuff from the hosting level. So also let's come down here, and there's this thing called cron optimizer. Now when you have in WordPress, there's something called cron task or cron jobs. So when you have like tasks that are multiple tasks at the same time, what happens is that those tasks are scheduled. Now what Cloudways does is that Cloudways has given us this option such that it can be handled right here on the server. So if you click on that button and click on confirm, it's going to enable this on the server level so that your site will be better optimized. So all these are optimizations that Cloudways gives you out of the box. So I just wanted to show you some of, and then they also have this new security malware scan that on the server level your site can be protected. For many other hosting platforms, you have to do that on your WordPress installation. You have to install this plugin and that plugin and so many other things, but Cloudways is trying to, you know, ensure that this is done for all the WordPress installed. So this is it right here, the malware protection. I don't want to go into too much of this right now because of time. So in the next video, we're going to start working on our installation. I'll see you in the next one then. All right, so now let's go ahead and work on the site. So to get to the back end, if you click on this link, so let me copy my password first. So if you click on this link, it will open the wp-admin backend. I think I'm going to do a tutorial on how to enable some security practices on your WordPress website, but just enter your username and your password and click on login. And in a couple of seconds, you should be inside your website. So this is it right here. I'll click on dismiss here. Let me save this guy. And at the top right here, click on screen options because this is a little bit cluttered up. So let me dismiss this guy. And then I'll just click on screen options. And let's just remove the site health, the object cache, the activity, and the quick draft, the WordPress event, so that we have a clean working space. All right, so let me also hide this message. Perfect. And let me make it a bit bigger. All right, so what you want to do first is you want to come to your plugins, and we have this caching plugin that comes pre-installed with Cloudways. But because I'm in development mode, what I really want is to be able to do stuff and see the changes right there and then. So I'm going to deactivate all the caching plugins. So this is Breeze and this is Object Cache Pro. I'm just going to deactivate two of them, and then when I'm done with my site, I'll just choose either of, I will not use the two, I'll just use one. All right, so maybe for now I'm just going to just deactivate them, and then that's it. So meanwhile, if you're not using a plugin, you should absolutely delete it. So if I'm not using this plugin, I'm just going to delete it. It's one of the security practices you need on your site as well. So let me just delete this one, you know. All right, so it's gone. Now come to appearance and come to themes. Now the particular theme we use for this tutorial is this theme called Botiga, I think. So if you come to themes, you want to click on add new theme. Remember, a security practice, if you're not using something on your WordPress site, just delete it. So for example, this theme here that I won't be using, I'm just going to click on theme details, and down here I'll click on delete. So make sure you just remove everything you're not using, because I mean, if you're not using it, delete it. So now I'll just come up here and click on add new theme, and let me just search for that theme, Botiga. I'm not sure if that's the name, but okay, this should be Tiga. Good. Now it's a free theme. Now let me also tell you something about using free themes. If you're building a production level website, make sure you go with a theme that has a lot of installs. I didn't actually do so much research on this theme, but I think they have more than 3,000 installs. But usually if I wanted to do a production website for myself, I think I'll go with a theme that has a lot more installs, but this one is simple, that's why I chose it. So what you want to do is you want to click on install, and in a couple of seconds it's going to install this theme on your, so it's done. Then you want to click on activate. So once you've done that, yeah, so this is it right here. And I think we need to go to the theme dashboard so that we can import the demo content. So if I go to theme dashboard right here, okay, it says start customizing. No, I don't want to start customizing. I want to do the import. There's a lot in this theme. There is a whole lot in this theme. Oh no, I don't want to customize yet. I want to import. I'm looking for the button. Okay, let me just click on starter site. Okay, good. So it says in order to be able to import any starter site from Botiga, you need to have the A theme demo importer plugin. So just make sure you just install that. So it's installing. Let's give it a couple of seconds. Aha, so it has installed that plugin and it has brought us to this page. So these are some of their starter sites, and of course these ones are, you need to pay for the pro version of the theme, but this is what I need and it's right here and it's free. So what I'm going to do is I'll select Elementor. So this is what the theme looks like, and I want to import the content, not just the frame. So content, widget, and customizer. I'll click on next, and then it's gonna ask me if I want to subscribe. I really don't want to subscribe, so let me just uncheck that. And I've not installed WooCommerce, but I think it can install WooCommerce for me. So I'll just say skip and start importing. So just give it a couple of seconds. It may take a while because right now it has to download and install the required plugins. So WooCommerce for e-commerce is required for this kind of project. So I'll just give it a couple of seconds and I'll be back. Voila, so it tells us here that we've been able to import the site. So what you want to do is you want to come and refresh your site and everything should just be transformed. So this is us right here. This is the new site. Everything is, you know, just as we imported. Now we're not here to spend too much time on customizations. We're here to build a dropshipping site. So we're just going to do the basics and then we'll be good to go. So what I'll do is I'll come back here and I would, you know, just click on the outside. And first off, let's go to settings. So settings is right here, and I'll go to let's start with general settings. So we're going to set up some things that will help us with SEO. So site title, for example, my site is supposed to be in English. I don't know what they are saying. Okay, so site title, for example, and I'm just going to say e-commerce store or shop, whatever. And then here, so now this title needs to be something that is related to, you know, your website or whatever it is, your region or something. So here I'm just going to say buy the best product, global shipping. Maybe buy the best product is okay. So here you now want to be a bit specific. Buy the best. So for example, if I was selling fashion products, oh, I just clicked something I shouldn't have clicked. Okay, I'm back here. So if I was selling fashion product, I would maybe add fashion here. Okay, something like that. Or so this is important for search engine optimization. So that's what I'm trying to point out here. Then I'll keep scrolling down. So here I'll say anyone can register, and when they register, they're going to be subscribers. And that's it. And then I'll just go ahead and click on save changes. So this is important for, you know, the basic setup of your site. And then after we've done this, what I think I want to do is, let me just refresh this page and you're going to see. So you see it says e-commerce shop. Everything we've done is reflecting here. So what I want to do next is let's set up this menu, because this is home, this is blog, this is shop, and this is contact us. I think I'll just leave it as is. So let's just change a few things on the page. So what you want to do is you come here and you click on page. First off, okay, so it's installed Elementor for us. So you want to click on pages, and then you want to go to the home page, which is supposed to be the front page. So this one here. Now right click and open in a new tab. When this edit with Elementor, you want to open it in a new tab. So it's just going to open the Elementor editor for us. Elementor right here, and I'll just close this notification. So this is Elementor, is one of the best page builders in WordPress. I mean, just use it. So just click here, this headline here, and I'll just come here and change it. So what I want to say is, I want to say, what did I even say in the other one? I said get the best fashion products. These are not fashion products. I think these are more of cosmetics, but anyway, let's just, so I'll come to my Elementor page builder, and then I'm just going to paste that in here like so. So get the best fashion product. Then what else do we have? Featured collection. I'll leave that as is. Then highlighted section. What did I say I want as a text there? I said is it featured? Okay, skincare products. Yeah, so I think skincare products is more like it. So I'll come here to my Elementor and then just select that and then just say skincare product. So basically I don't want to do too much, right? So I don't want to really do too much. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on publish at this top right here, and I'll just leave it as is. Perfect. So let's close this guy up and let's refresh this page to make sure that our changes are reflected. So get the best fashion product or skincare product should be better. Aha, perfect. So now what we need to do next is, let me go to my back end and I'm going to go to product. So let's come to products. Where is that for products? Wow, I can't find okay, this is it right here. So click on all products and you want to go ahead and delete all the products on the site. So but before then, let me make sure I go to my shop page to make sure that those products are being displayed here. So you want to go ahead and you want to delete all the entire products on your site. So let's close this one first and then just select, no, this is post. What I want to be in is products. I thought I clicked on products before. So all products. All right, perfect. Let me close some of these things I'm not using. Cloudways. Okay, let me just leave Cloudways. I may need it. So you want to click on this checkbox here to select the entire product. Then you want to say bulk action and move to trash. You say, why am I deleting all the products? Do I not want to sell product to customers? Well, I'm going to show you how to add products from your supplier. So I'll click on apply and it's going to delete the entire product. So if I come back to my website and I refresh, let me just go to the home page, you'll see here that I will not see any products again. You see all those products that were displayed here, they are no more here. So everything is gone. All right, so perfect. So now how are we going to get products to put on this site such that when customers order for those products, we can, you know, forward the order to our supplier and have them ship it to the customer? So we're going to do that in the next video. See you there. So for our supplier for this particular project is going to be CJ Dropshipping. Now it's important for you to know that there are a lot of suppliers for dropshipping. There's CJ Dropshipping, there's AliExpress, and a host of others. But for a beginner, I would usually recommend CJ Dropshipping because their process is very streamlined and easy. So that's one, and that's out of the way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link in the description because I partner with them. So I'll leave a link in the description for you to register, just as you see on the screen, and so that they will know you came from me if you use that link. So what I'll do is I'll just come here and I'll just add an email. All right, so and then just make sure you add a password. So let's slot in a password, and the password has to be, I think they have like a specification of the number of characters you can use for your password. I think it's maybe 8 to 12, I'm not sure. So just put in your password and then confirm your password. You can leave this out, you don't need to slot this in. They're still going to know you came from me. All right, and then just click on next. So when you do that, you'll be required to sign in, to register, and then you'll be sent an email which you're going to be asked to confirm. So just make sure you confirm your email, and once you log in, you will be good to go and you can follow me throughout the project. So make sure you register and log in, and then we can proceed. So after you've logged in, you're going to be brought to this page. Now this is their home page. It contains a lot of products, a whole lot of products, and the good thing about CJ Dropshipping is that they have warehouses all over the world. So if you come to warehouse here, you see that they have warehouses in the United States, in Germany, in Canada, various parts of the world. So that's a plus. It means that they are a very established brand when it comes to dropshipping. So but let's not waste too much time on this. Let's actually just go and, you know, start working. So remember, our site is saslandingpage.xyz. That's our site. So the first thing you need to do when you've created a dropshipping account with CJ Dropshipping is you need to link your site to CJ Dropshipping. They have a lot of linking options. You can link a WordPress site, you can link a Shopify site, and all of that. So if you come to these icons on the left, yeah, this is left, and you click on this icon here, you're going to see the various options when it comes to linking a site. In our case, we're working with WordPress and WooCommerce, so we're going to click on WooCommerce, and that's just going to load the WooCommerce page. Aha, so you see, this is the former site I linked. All right, I can actually go ahead and delete this site. Okay, so I think that's what I'm just going to do. Let me delete it so that we have a very clean slate. All right, so when you land on this WooCommerce page, you should see something that is as empty as this. So what you want to do is you want to click on add store. So if I click on add store here, it's going to tell me how do I want to authenticate my store. So you want to leave it as default, and then you want to add your store URL. So I'll copy this URL here, and then I'm just going to come here and slot it in. Let me remove the /. So it says authorize. So before you do this, make sure you're logged into your WordPress site, because if you're not logged in, you're not going to be able to do anything. So I'll click on authorize, and then it's just going to load, and it's going to go to the WordPress. Now all you want to do is you want to click on approve. So if you click on approve, then give it a couple of seconds, it's going to integrate your WordPress site into CJ Dropshipping. It's really that easy and that fast. So you see here, I didn't even pause the video and I'm getting this notification that says authorization successful. Perfect. Now what's the next step we need to do? We want to add products from CJ Dropshipping to our WordPress site. So first off, you need to know the kind of product you want to add. So that's going to depend on the category of product you sell on your shop. In my case, we're selling skincare products, cosmetics, and the rest of them. So I'm just going to come to the CJ Dropshipping homepage and I'll search for skincare products. All right. So right here, I'm just going to search for cosmetics, and then I'm just going to hit on search, and let's give it. Okay, so perfect. So it's showing me a lot of cosmetic products, and I'm just going to add a couple so that we can see exactly how it's done. I don't know. Okay, I like this one, and I think this is one of the ones I added before. So what I'll do is I'll just open it in a new tab so that I can add maybe like 6. Okay, so I'm adding this. I think I added this one as well. I'll add it in a new tab. Let's see which other one. You know, I'm not a woman, so I don't know some of these things. So maybe I'll add this one as well. Then that's 3. Okay, I wish I had somebody to give me some recommendations. Okay, I'll add this one as well. It's looking nice, or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, maybe I'll add this brush. That's 4. And then I'm gonna add this one. It's also looking nice. That's 5. And last but not the least, let me add this one. I think I added this one too. Let me add this one. So that's 6. So we're going to add 6 products so that you know, it's uniform. It's a uniform number. So let's go and start with this one. Remember, you first need to have linked your shop to your CJ Dropshipping account before you can do this. So once you've done that, it's going to give you this option here. So here I'm just going to say list. So I'll say list, and then it's going to open this page for us. So it's loading the product into the page, and as you can see, because we have just one shop, it says SaaS landing page.xyz. What this means is that you can actually link more than one shops, more than one WordPress website, more than one Shopify website, or whatever. So you can link more than one. So here we're going to say select category. So I'm going to click on select, and we have just cosmetics. So I'll select that, and then for the tag, you can, it's optional, so you can add the tags you want, but for now I'm just going to leave that now. Or let me just add a tag. So here I'm just going to see what's the name of this product. Let me just say makeup rack. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't want to leave it blank. All right, so after the product, you want to click on the variant pricing. Now listen very carefully. This is where you need to pay attention. So this product actually costs, the CJ price, or the price on CJ Dropshipping, is $12. That's how much it costs. My address on my shop is United States of America. So to ship to my own region is going to cost $12, but this is a variable price because you are expected to have orders from different parts of the world. So you can have orders from Europe and from different parts of the world, yes, but the average price is $12. $8, right? And there are various shipping options, which I think I'm going to show you the various shipping options too if we have time. So but if you click on these options, this icon here, it will tell you that remote and free additional fees are not included. Okay, that's not even what I wanted to draw to your attention. But let's just finish this page before I talk about the other shipping options. So now this last table here is now asking us how much do you want to sell, considering that the CJ price is $12, the shipping fee is $12. So that means it's a cumulative of $24.38. So now if you're going to get this product for $24.38, assuming you're shipping to America, how much do you want to sell? How much markup do you want on this product? So if you now come here to this RRP means recommended retail price. What this means is CJ is telling you that, look, although you're getting this product for $24, you can actually sell it $58. So that's like more than 100% profit you're making on this product, because 24 plus 24 is like let's just say 50. So if you're selling it for $50, that's like 100% profit. So CJ is telling you that their recommended price is $58 based on what other people or other people selling this particular product are selling it. They are selling at this price, and then they have these variants of the product. So for me, I think I may want to sell it a little bit less than $58. So if I'm buying for 24, if I sell for, let's say, 49, I think I'm good. If I'm selling for 49, or maybe 49.99, something like that. So that's what I think. I think 58 is kind of a lot, but it depends on your customers and what your customers can pay. So but I think 49 is fine, so I'm just going to put 49. So but if you want to sell at this CJ recommended retail price, all you just need to do is click on recommended listing price, and it will just impute all these prices into this box. So I'll click on recommended listing price. Oh no, I think I needed to delete what was there before. Sorry, let me just delete that. Aha. And then I'll just click on recommended listing price. It's still giving me 71. That's too much. That's really too much. I don't know, it's supposed to impute what we have here inside of this one. So I don't know why it's not doing that, but maybe I'll just go with my 49.99. I'll just go with this one. Aha. Then let's go to the next tab. So that's the images and video. This is just going to show you the product images, and if you don't like anyone, you can uncheck it. And then the description. So this is the description of the product. So once you've gone through this and you're comfortable with what you see, all you just need to click on is list it now, and give it a couple of seconds. So it's currently listing this product. So you see here it says listed successfully. So at this point I can close this guy up, and it's just take me back to the products. So let's go back to our site and see if we're going to have that product here. So I'll refresh, and let's scroll down, and as you can see, we have one product here. You can click on that. Let me just click on quick view, and it's just load that product without closing the page. So this is the product, and perfect. See the SKU number CJ blah blah blah, and it's the price we also listed. So let me close that. Aha. So the product is listed. Now I'm going to show you how you can edit this product. So let me show you that before we actually proceed. So if I come here to my products and I refresh this page, it's going to show me the latest addition, and then I can click on edit. So if I click on edit, it's going to open up the product in my WordPress, and then I can scroll down. I can edit the title of the product, I can edit the description, but what is most important for me is the price. So if you scroll down here, and if you want to edit the price, all you just need to do is to come here and click on variation. So if you click on variation, it will show you the various color for that product. So we have white, pink, gray, black, and all of that. So let's say I wanted to edit the price of the white, and I click on edit. You'll see here it show you the SKU, and then it will show you the price. So this is $49.99. If I wanted to edit that, I can just change this to maybe 59 or whatever I want. Now if I wanted to make this product as if it was on a sale, right, all I just need to do is to come here and add a price that is a bit lower than this. So for example, if I say $49.99, I need to add something lower. So let's say I can say $45.99, and it's going to put this particular variant of the product on sale. So that's like a discount. So when you've done that, all you just need to do is to come and click on update product. So if I scroll up, you see this option here, and I'll say update, and that's perfect. So on this page, you can edit your product as much as you want. So that's just what I wanted to point out. You can add categories, you can add product tags, more product tags, and stuff like that. So but since we're done with that, I'm just going to come and import the other CJ products. So I think we've imported this one we imported. So let me close it up. And all right, so but before we actually import more products, let me show you where you can see the products that you've imported. Or I think I should just import the rest. So for me to import this one, I'll just click on list, and it's going to open this page. This time I'm just going to be fast. I'll select a category. I'm not going to add a tag because I can always add that from my website. Let's come to the pricing. So here it says 21. The recommended retail price is 21, but the actual price from CJ Dropshipping including fee is $7. So if I click on recommended price, it says 26 here. I'm kind of lost as to why it's not pulling this 21. I don't know why it's adding $5. It's not supposed to be, but let's just say this product is $7. I want to sell it for maybe 25 or 21 as they said. So let's just say 21.99, and then I'll say list now. So list it now. Give it a couple of seconds to list, and the product has listed. Let's come and confirm. So if I refresh this page, you should see the second product. So this is the second product. So now that we've seen twice how we can list a product, I think I'm just going to save us some time and just pause the video and list the other product. So this is me on the shop page, and as you can see, I've added 5 products, but I want to show you how you can add more categories to your CJ Dropshipping. So if I come here and I try to list this product, you see here that currently we have just one category, which is cosmetics. So what I'll just do is I'm just going to come to my own website, and then I'll say I want to add a category. So just click on categories, and then specify the name of the category. So let's just say, for example, I want to say men's, or let's say women's fashion. So that's the name of the category. Yes, maybe women fashion. It's just women. Oh, I just did something I wasn't supposed to do. Okay, so let's do that again. So let's just say women fashion. And of course, the slug is just going to be women hyphen fashion. And of course, you can go ahead and add a thumbnail, which I'm not ready to add any thumbnail now. So I'll just click on add new category. So I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, perfect. So the category has been added here. So what you can do is when you want to add a product on CJ Dropshipping, you're not still going to see that category. So what you need to do is you need to click on sync all. So it's just going to look at your own website and fetch your categories. So if I come here, you see right here now, we now have women's fashion, and then you can select that and add a product to that. Meanwhile, that's not what I want to do. I just want to add to the cosmetics because that's what my store is about. I was just trying to show you that you can have as many categories as you want on your CJ Dropshipping and sync it from your site. So that's about it. So now let's go to the next phase of the project, which is okay. So we've been able to add products to our site. So the next phase of the project is we're going to add the payment processor. In our case, that's going to be Stripe. So I'll do that in the next video. So you want to head over to stripe.com and just click on sign up, or I think just click on register. I'm not sure, but let me just click on sign in. Okay, it did not show the register button because I'm actually already signed in. So but all you just want to do is make sure you just register and create an account on Stripe. This is a test account, right, on Stripe, and I'm just going to use it for this particular project. So while you're setting up Stripe, let me go over to so this is it right here. So let me go over to my own website, and I want to go to the plugins area. So click on add new plugin, because we need to add a plugin for Stripe payments. So here I'll just say Stripe. Excuse me. So you can see we have 2 plugins here, but I like to go with the one that was built by WooCommerce. What that means is that they are going to update both plugins side by side, and you're less likely to have plugin conflict as against going with a Stripe plugin that is built by another developer, which will also work, by the way. So I'm just going to click on install now and work with this one that is built by WooCommerce. It's going to take a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to activate. So while I'm activating it, if you come to your Stripe account, you notice that it says you are using test data. So there are 2 states you can, there are 2 states you can use Stripe. The first is test mode and the next is live mode. While you're building your project, you want to be able to test and all of that. You're just going to work with the test mode, okay? So I'm just going to come back to my site, and then since I've activated Stripe, I'll come to WooCommerce and I'll click on settings. So it's going to take me to all the WooCommerce settings, and right here you want to add like an address. So I'm just going to add one of my maybe address here, and your currency that's set to US dollars by default. And then I'll just click on save changes. So that's the first. Then I'll click on payments. That's what brought me here, actually, payments. So I'll click on payments, and then I would enable bank transfer. Let me just enable 2 payment methods, or I think cash on delivery. So just click on cash on delivery. So that's the first. I don't think there's any extra step that is needed, but if you click on finish setup, it will show you. So it says accept cash on delivery if the order is virtual. Let me just uncheck that and save. All right, so let's go back to payments, and now let's work on Stripe. So Stripe here, I'm going to say enable Stripe. So that's the first step, and then it's going to bring me to the Stripe settings. So what you want to do here is you want to connect a test account. So because we are currently in testing mode, so Stripe is going to give you 2 sets of keys. One is a public key and one is a private key. Excuse me. So you want to enable the test account. So I'll click on this guy, and it's going to start trying to link to Stripe because I'm logged into my Stripe currently, which is a test account. So perfect. So it's asking me for like information on which of my accounts, my Stripe project I want to link to. So I just want to link to this first one, which is Zeno. And if I click on connect, it's going to ask me a lot of questions about the project, like my address, my this, my that. So what I'll just do is I'll just click on skip this form. So I'll click on skip this form so that it just links me up with Stripe immediately, because this is a test project. But if it was a live project, obviously you're going to need to enter your address, the business name, and all of that. So it's returning me to WooCommerce. So because it has brought me back to WooCommerce, if you scroll down somewhere, you're going to see okay, so it linked me to the Linkito project. So I think, let me see, is there any other thing I wanted to show you? Okay, so you see, currently test mode is enabled, so we're good to go. So I'm just going to come and click on save changes. I don't know if clicking on this save changes is necessary, but that's about it. So payment method, card payments. If you want to enable other payment method, all you just need to do is to check them and, you know, activate them if necessary. Like for Alipay now, all you just need to do is check it. So there are several payment methods that Stripe, you know, makes available to us, all right, including Cash App. Okay, perfect. So I'm just going to go next to shipping. Now I'll show you how to set up shipping, because remember, we're being charged for shipping. One thing we need to note is that when we were importing products from CJ Dropshipping, it actually added the shipping to the price of the product. So I think if you want to add shipping separately, you may need to lower the price of the product as well. You know, neither here nor there, but I just want to show you how you can do that. So what we'll do is we're going to add something called a shipping zone. So a shipping zone is like a geographical location. So for example, for people in the US, so let's just say US, right? US zone. Why am I spelling my name? So for people in the US, right, I'm going to create a zone and then I'll give them like different shipping options. So zone region, we're going to specify US. So let's look for United States. I can't find United States here. What's going on? Am I the one that is not seeing this thing well? It was there before. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to go with Europe. Let's just say Europe, because I don't know why the US is missing. So Europe. Okay, so for countries in the Europe zone, I'll just come here, and as you can see, we have Europe. So I'll just say, I'll just check this box, and then I'll come here and add a shipping method. So what this means is that for people in Europe, which is this region, I'll come here, click on flat rate shipping. So click on flat rate shipping, and I'll say continue, and I'll say the name of the shipping is flat rate. So you're just going to specify a price. So for example, I'll just say 10. Remember, shipping to the US for CJ Dropshipping is going to cost an average of like $10 to $12, depending on the product really. And then I'll say create and save. All right, so I've created a shipping zone for Europe. Right now, this one is telling me the rest of the world. So what this means is that if you want to create shipping zones for other parts, like maybe Africa and all of that, you can just come here and add a new zone, and then, you know, add a price. Meanwhile, it's not only flat rate you can add here, you can add other, like you can even add free shipping. So let me show you. I'll click on edit, and I'll click on add shipping method, and then I'll say add free shipping. So just watch. I'll say continue, then I'll specify a requirement. So for example, I can say add free shipping if the minimum order amount, okay, so if the minimum order amount is, let's just say $100. So what this means is that if a user buys up to $100 on your store, you want to ship the product free. So this can also be like something you use to advertise and say, okay, free shipping for orders above $100. Do you get? So I can say create and save, and this is going to apply to the Europe customers from Europe. So just go ahead. I think it has saved. Yeah, I think it has saved. So you can come back to your shipping zones, and you can now add a shipping method for like the rest of the world, or for another zone like maybe Africa or North America or something. So for the rest of the world, I'll just click on edit, and then I'll just add a shipping zone. So add a shipping method rather, and then let's just do a flat rate shipping method and say continue. I will make it different from the other one I did. So for example, I'll say maybe $8, and then I'll say create and save. So I just want to make it different so that you see the difference when we're, you know, making our orders. Perfect. So I think that's out of the way. At this point, we can now test out the products. So I'll come here to the site, and then I'm just gonna refresh, or let me just go to the home page. Excuse me. I'll just go to the home page, and then I'll just say, let me buy one of the products, maybe this one. So I'll say, I'll click on the product. Let me just see the product actually. So this is the product and everything, and then I want to choose an option pink and add the product to the cart. All right, so the product has been added to my cart. Meanwhile, you can also go to like your account, but let's just finish what we're doing here. So this is the only product I want to buy, so I'll click on checkout. If you click on checkout, then you'll be required to enter your address information. Excuse me. And you see here that our shipping is $8 because I said that the rest of the world that is not Europe, anything other than countries in Europe, I want to charge $8. So just go ahead and add a little bit of details to your, so I'll just add a little bit of details, and then let's see. Yeah, so this works. Just add a phone number, anyone, and then that's it. So we can now come here and make payments. Remember, cash on delivery was the first one, but I want to go with credit card because I just want to make sure that I integrated the test Stripe very well. So 4242 4242 4242, that's the test number, and then anything here. So it's asking me for my number. Okay, let's just select something, anything really, and then let's go ahead and click on place order. So I'll click on place order and it's loading. So let me close this one right here. So immediately here you can see we have this order received notification, and we've been able to place this order. All our details are here as well. So what we're going to do next is, in the next video, we're going to see how we can receive this order and actually fulfill the order so that it's delivered to this customer. And that's like the last section, or the last part, or maybe the second to the last part. So I'll see you in the next one then. Okay, so now let's see how we can process this order. So first off, you as the admin of the platform, when somebody places an order, you're going to get an email notification. So, but if you also come to your backend and you go to orders, hold on, I think it's WooCommerce and orders. Yeah, look at it here. You're going to see the orders that have been placed by various customers. So this one I just placed now, although I placed it in my name and my email, you see that its status is processing. Perfect. So you want to go to CJ Dropshipping, right? Let me close this one. And from CJ Dropshipping, you want to go to these options here. So first off, you want to come to, let's come to my products. So I think I did not come to my products after I added the products. So if you come to my products, you're going to see all the products you've added to your WordPress website from CJ Dropshipping. So this is all of them, just 6 of them, by the way. Now, if you want to see the orders, you want to come to the store orders, which is the next option here. So click on store orders, and then it's going to bring you to this page, right? You see here that we just have just this one order, and we have a pencil icon here. So let me click on this pencil icon just to make sure that the customer's address is complete. So San Francisco, excuse me. So I think the customer's address is complete. So let me close that. And then, so this is what I wanted to explain earlier that I actually forgot to explain. So CJ has different shipping options. So if you click on this button here, it's going to show you the various shipping options. So the default one we have on our website is, on our CJ setup, is CJ Ordinary, CJ Packet Ordinary. And currently for this particular product, the shipping cost is $5, right? And it's going to take 8 to 12 days for this product to reach your 7 to 12 days rather for this product to reach your customers. So, but if you come down here, you see that they have other shipping methods. So this currently is $5. Excuse me. But if you want the product to reach your customer in a shorter period of time, I think you just need to scroll down. So this is currently 7 to 12. Excuse me, I need to take some water. So you see this one is 6 to 10 days. So if you want a faster shipping, you can select this one, but it's going to cost you more, which is $8. So personally, if you come down here again, you will see DHL, and this is going to be 3 to 7 days. So really it depends on what you want for your customer. You can have all these options available on your site. I showed you how you can add shipping, so you can add this to your site as well, so that your customer will have the option for a faster shipping. So that's just what I wanted to point out. So but I'm going to leave the shipping as is, and we're going to now process this order. So I'll say, first of all, you need to select the order, and then if you look up here, you see imported, which means the order that has been imported from your site. So now when you want to process this order, you need to move it from imported to this option called orders picking. So first off, make sure you tick this to select the order, and then click on add to orders picking. So it's going to transfer this order to orders picking, which is where you're processing your new orders. So if you click on orders picking, you should now see that this order has been added here. So that's the first step. By the way, it's gonna cost you $7 to process this order. So having added this to order picking, I think we need to select this order again. Let me see if there's any option here. Okay, no, we're not modifying the product. So select the order and click on submit. So if you click on submit, it will now take you to where you can actually pay for this order with the customer's information. So you see here, this is order confirmation. Perfect. This is your subtotal, $7.53. If you scroll down, this is where you can now click on submit. If you click on submit right there, it's going to tell you congratulations, and it's going to bring you to this page where you can actually now pay for this order. Now there are various payment options you have. So one of them is CJ wallet. Currently I don't have any money in my wallet because I didn't put any money there. It's a new account. Then you can pay with PayPal, you can pay with your credit card, and this option here, which is also an option in Stripe. So assuming I wanted to pay with my credit card, I'll just need to select this guy, and then I'll click on pay. Of course, you need to agree to their terms and conditions, and then click on pay. So it's going to open this credit card portal. You need to add, first of all, you need to add your address, and then you can now go ahead and make payments. So once you make the payment, right, that order will be sent to CJ Dropshipping, and CJ Dropshipping will in turn ship that order to your customer's address, which is specified in the order. Oh, it's telling me an error has occurred, blah blah blah. Okay, that's fine. So it's going to ship that to your customer's address, which was specified when they made that order. And just like that, that's how you are going to start running your dropshipping business. So let's come back to our site. And once you've shipped the order in CJ Dropshipping, they're going to send you an email. They are going to send the customer an email. So even when the order is delivered to the customer, they're going to send you an email. They're going to send the customer an email as well, because it's expected that the customer dropped their email. So once that order has been processed, what you want to do is you want to come to your orders, and you want to select that order. So open up the order, and the moment you process the order from CJ Dropshipping, you can come here and update the order status. Okay, currently it's in processing. Sorry, the moment CJ Dropshipping has shipped your order to the customer, you can now come here and process and set it as completed. All right, and then just click on update. All right, so it says that's completed. Click on update. If I come here to the orders, you see here that this one is set to completed. So the moment set as completed, you are going to get an email. The customer is also going to get an email that order has been that purchase is completed and all of that. So basically, that's the long and short of running or setting up a WordPress website for your dropshipping business. But there are a lot of other things that we need to have in mind, and everything cannot be covered in one video. One important thing is, how can you generate traffic? How can you generate and drive traffic to your site? All right, so in another video I'm going to show you how different ways you can generate traffic for your e-commerce website or your dropshipping website, and how you can leverage the power of AI to drive traffic to your site. But right now, I think this is about it for this video, and thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out my website, zenotrustacademy.com, and I'll see you in another video. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All right, that's about it for now.